Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the Post-Apocalyptic News Radio, your only source for latest goings-on in little corner of the post-apocalyptic wasteland we call home. Our top story tonight, a veritable many missing men mystery. More on that at the top of the hour. In the meantime, tomorrow's weather report. A sigh of relief as the storm has subsided. Clear skies are expected for tomorrow with no chance of rain. Things are heating up with a temperature ranging from a high of 28 degrees Celsius to a low of 27. Wind speeds are slowing to 3 kilometers per hour and a relative humidity sitting at 60%. Remember to take precautions in the heat and sun. We've seen 58 deaths this year from heat. Drink water and cool down wherever you can. Moving on, friends, families and loved ones have all been separated by the vast wasteland. Our mailing services are unreliable, facing the dangers of the wastes alone. They risk their lives that we are not forgotten or estranged. By popular harassment, we're closing that distance. Stay tuned for letters from home. This letter is from Reginald Bailey, addressed to PANR, to read for one Deborah Bailey. The letter reads, My dearest Deborah, I hope you're well wherever you are. Before the incident, your greatest pleasure was to hear of the world through that box of yours. I hope it still is. I've found myself north, in Mill. It's quite the town, where I've opened my own shop and made a home. I hope only that you make the journey here and look for me. Love, Reginald Bailey. How lovely a letter. Deborah, I hope you were tuned in and heard. Mill is a trading settlement far from here, though it is safe. If you make the journey, Deborah, we wish you the best of luck. If you have a letter you should like read on the air, send it to us, and we may read it on the air. Moving on, it's no secret that this world is a dangerous place. People have grown desperate and taken to helping themselves to your stuff when you're least prepared. Stay ready. Stay informed with the latest reported bandit movements. A number of salvagers have been seen organizing near the copper mines of Gopher Gulch. Left abandoned for their instability, these mines have been inactive for decades. Salvagers, by their nature, are unapproachable, so we've put a bounty on this information. To whoever can inform us as to their plans, their leader, and prove their words, will be awarded 200 cubes. The Prairie Hound was seen east of Soul Rock. This is the ship of Captain B.G. Miller and his crew. Known for sinking fishing vessels and pressing their captives, it is ideal to flee should you see their vessel. As well, please alert the FDN of any sightings of this ship or their flag. Their flag described as a black sun. I'm afraid we must move on to our advertisements, but stay tuned for more of the latest coming soon. The streets of Mint Lane are clean, families are housed, people feel a sense of security. This was accomplished by Bell. Graham seeks to change the very foundation that keeps us safe. Vote Bell for your security. This message approved by Bell Harrison. Do you have a green thumb in a dusty wasteland? Do you miss the garden you had in the world that was? Do you enjoy the strange plants of the world that is? Then you simply must come to Bill's Box. With cuttings, seeds, spores, and more, get your wasteland garden started today. And we're back with more of the latest. The world outside has changed. The environment has grown cruel and harsh. Water and food have become prized commodities, and all the creatures we once knew have had to adapt. Some are kind, some strange, many monstrous. Let's discuss our new wasteland fauna. Kukomilm is a sludge-like creature with a habit for disguise and deception. They have a black fluid-like coloration through their bodies and slide across the ground as a sludge might. They are omnivorous in nature, as likely to eat you as they are a mushroom. What makes them dangerous is their ability to mimic things around them. In their natural habitat, they could be a large rock, a stalagmite, or a rocky wall. But if they follow someone to the surface, they could easily become your coat, your left shoe, or anything at all. Though they have not been observed copying humanoids yet, we are unsure if they can. Most importantly, they emit a rancid stench, like liquefied potatoes. If you smell such a thing, trust nothing among you. Moving on. Let's talk survival. More accurately, let's talk survival cooking. More specifically, let's talk quality survival culinary. Most of us haven't had a decent meal since the world ended, living off the scraps of the world past or risking contaminated meat hunted from our new furry friends. Often bland or bitter, these meals leave us wanting. However, thanks to a kind soul traveling the wastes, I know a few things you can do to better your meals. The following is not a paid advertisement. Think back to the world that was. The greatest breakfast there ever was. Pancakes. Buttery, syrup-covered discs of fluffy joy, now made easy in our wasteland. From Cooking Restored, we have a mixture of ingredients that, when exposed to water, turn into pancake batter, easily acquired by mail-in request, more easily made by any person of any skill. I'd recommend picking some up soon. I personally have been enjoying them these past few weeks for breakfast. Moving on to our top story tonight. Through the past few weeks, upwards of 25 men have been taken from their beds in the dead of night, from Green Court, Figfield, Soul Rock, and more. We are unsure who has stolen these people or why, and authorities are stumped. We now turn to you, my faithful listeners. Any information must be given to the authorities to find who is responsible. For any helpful information, a reward of 1,000 cubes is available. But with that, I am afraid we are out of time. I should like to thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all the very best. And if you're truly out there, good luck.